What's going on? This is Neutral Speculation. I just want to talk about the interview that was conducted by YSM Sports Media about Jaron Ennis. Good interview, a truthful interview from my point of view. So my sentiment is real simple. First and foremost, I want to commend Jaron Ennis for actually doing that interview, coming out there, and he never had a lot of people around him. He had the interviewee, and he was himself, and he had the interviewer, YSM. So I commend again Ennis for going out there, speaking on his behalf, defending himself. And I just want to point out that he has some valid points concerning career-wise. At 147, he's still a threat. So him staying at 147 is a smart move. And him suddenly getting that contract after his last fight is eyebrow-raising, but to an extent is really not. Basically, the opposing promoters, Virgil Ortiz, they saw a chink in Boots' armor. So what they're going to do, they're going to send that contract, they're going to want to fight and get Boots out of here if Boots was to take that fight. But Boots did the right thing. He said, no, I'm not going to take that fight. I'm going to take a couple weeks off. He mentioned that he was going to spend time with his family during the holidays. And he also mentioned about the weight fluctuation, how dangerous it is. That right there is all truth. Weight fluctuation is dangerous, not only for your body, but for your brain. And it can end a person's career in an instant. Then you have the part where he wanted to spend time with his family. Those are times that you can't get back. So, very calculated, very smart move on Jaron Boots' part. I respect that. So, a lot of people are calling him a duck and so forth. That's not necessarily ducking, in my opinion. I think that's just him taking a break, evaluating, and he'll be back next year. I think it's just as simple as that. Now, he mentioned that he wants to basically win a world title. That's all good and well. Why wouldn't a true champion want to win the world title the old school, the old-fashioned way? You go out there, you beat the opponent, you earn that title. Nothing wrong with that. Totally understandable. Now, when it comes to these naysayers, these haters, these people that want to come after what appears to be vulnerable, these people, they've been wanting to do that. They've been wanting to jump on that bandwagon and, be destructively critical toward Boots. And when they saw that vulnerability, that's when they wanted to jump on it. Obviously, after what they saw Boots go through in the fight, he wouldn't look like his sensational self. Everybody's going after him. Now, another chapter came about. They said that he was ducking Virgil Ortiz. He didn't want to fight. That's what's going to happen. The fighters are going to come for you, and the people are going to come for you. And Boots is doing the right thing. I like that he did the interview. I like that he stood tall by voicing his view, telling what happened from his point of view, and also taking that time to recover in order to come back stronger. So that's a guideline that any person with a mind and a good thought process would do. They will sit back, evaluate, organize whatever it is that they have going on, and come back stronger. And he did the right thing. So as far as him being indecisive, of course, I think everybody's indecisive when you have contracts and you have a lot of things that are on a table and you got to figure things out, because everybody's not going to hold your hand. And when you sign that contract, so to speak, if he did, and he had this fight coming in February, I believe it would have been too soon if he did so. So once again, I'm gonna take my hat off to him for taking his time and waiting. That's a vital part of everybody's career, is making a decision. Some people don't have 2 or 3 decisions to make that's going to change their life, and that's exactly what some people that are trying to get better are doing. They have several decisions, they are indecisive about certain things, and they got to figure it out. So a lot of the naysayers and a lot of people that's coming at Boots saying he's this and saying he's that, to me, these people wanted to say this stuff. They enjoy doing it. They enjoy jumping on somebody that appears vulnerable. But as soon as he comes back next year, they're going to be back on his bandwagon. They're going to be riding on a boat, so to speak, because the momentum is going to start back up. That's just how certain people are. Real fans are going to stick with you, and those so-called fans, they're going to just ride with you until you are no more. So I want to also touch base on what us as people normally do. Oftentimes we speak too soon. Jaron Ennis is one of those guys. He spoke too soon. He said what he wanted to do as far as 147 and 154, and he had every intention, I believe, to go out there and fight the biggest names he can go after. But circumstances come about, and now he has to make adjustments for the circumstances. Now he has to do interviews and speak his piece and prove his case. So a lot of folks are saying a lot of things that they probably don't even know anything about, but they have a purpose. Those people have a purpose of just coming after people. And that's just my outlook on the situation. That is what I believe transpired in terms of what Jaron Ennis did decision-wise. I think he did a great thing. A lot of people talked about Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. A lot of people even talked about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. A lot of people thought Terrence Crawford was too small for Errol Spence. A lot of people thought Spence was going to steamroll Terrence Crawford. That's just how society is when it comes to that momentum factor. But once the momentum stops, people jump off. They leave you alone for the most part until it starts back up, because it's not genuine. So to Boots, his team, pretty sure they're keeping their head up. They're going to be in the gym, doing their thing, getting better, getting stronger. And he just has to know that he made a right decision. He made a real good decision, no matter what people are saying. Because 9 times out of 10, those people that are being destructively critical, they never even had too many decisions to make in their life. So that's just my outlook on the situation. This is Neutral Speculation.